Hey everyone, Kaser, and welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. Well, after a couple of weeks off, it is time to go for a brand new chapter. Now, when I say a couple of weeks off, I was still playing the game. I just meant in terms of the main storyline. Chapter 34. So we have to meet Corey in the Great Hall. I don't remember why. Actually, maybe I should just check really quickly. So what I'll do is I will head to Adventures. That's not it. What am I doing? Log. Here we go. And we're going to go to chapter 34. It says here, you promised Mad-Eye that you'll keep the Dark Scroll safe. It is time to check in with Corey and do just that. Ah, yeah, we have to go check the Dark Scroll. That's what it was. There you are, Casey. How would you talk with Professor Dumbledore? He's concerned about the fact that R seems to be following me wherever I go. I told him that R is trying to find the Dark Scroll. He believed me right away, as if he already suspected it. Dumbledore also seemed to know that I'm not telling him everything, like how R wants me to lead them one day. But if anyone found out that R wants you to lead them, suspicion would start to fall on you. We have to keep that part a secret until we know exactly what it means. What happens next? Dumbledore sent me to the Ministry after that. I'm going to help him assist Mad-Eye on our Auror assignments. Really? That sounds exciting and dangerous. That's not the half of it. Later on, Mad and I went to see Shiratori where he's being held in the Ministry. Shiratori said he wants to make me a deal. He'll help us locate members of R in exchange for a lighter sentence. Blimey, that's incredible. You think he's telling the truth? He seemed terrified of the Dementors of Azkaban. I believed he was telling the truth about cooperating. I'd be terrified of Dementors too, if I'd just been condemned to a lifetime sentence in that terrible place. Mad-Eye is running Shiratori's request up the chain of command. We'll find out what they'll decide soon enough. For now, I promised him that I'd check in on the Dark Scroll to make sure it is safe and secure. Yeah. Don't worry about that, Casey. I've hidden the scroll somewhere R will never find it. It's terrible. What's happening? Exactly, what's happening? My coffin is gone missing? Oh no, this is a disaster. We have to find that coffin. Right, if I don't have a coffin, I'll have nowhere to sleep. Maybe we can help you find it, Victor. Then you'll have your bed back. No, Casey, you don't understand. That's where I hid the scroll. In Victor's coffin. Oh my god! What? You were poking around in my coffin and you were putting a scroll in there? What sort of scroll? Hair care tips, Vampire Society pamphlet, Dei Ryusaki's Dark Scroll. No point in sugarcoating this one. It's a section of Dei Ryusaki's Dark Scroll. It lists the ingredients for a mysterious and dangerous potion. Casey, what are you doing? Dei Ryusaki's Dark Scroll? I've never heard of it. Why would you have something like that in my coffin? No matter, I'll learn about it all for myself soon enough. But to do that, we need to find my missing coffin. We'll help you. No one should have to go without a coffin. Tell us exactly what happened, Victor, from the last time you saw your coffin to now. Start from the beginning. Well, at least this isn't a side quest, where it has nothing to do with really anything. But this is a huge wrinkle in what we have to do. Do you know how rude it is to go poking around in someone else's coffin? It's all my fault. All my fault. In the future, if you have a scroll you want to share, just hand it to me in person. We're sorry, Victor. It won't happen again. What if they could have gotten the Dark Scroll? But how could they have even known about it? Let's not jump to conclusions, Corey. What's important is that we find Victor's coffin as soon as possible. Sorry, I couldn't help overhearing. I saw Pete snooping around your coffin earlier. It seemed a bit odd. Oh no, Peeves, I hate this guy. Yes, and I'm coming along. This is my coffin after all. There was a time in one of the storyline where it was just Peeves this, Peeves that, prank this, prank that. It was so annoying. Andre said he saw Peeves poking around your coffin. You might know something about what happened to it. But actually getting Peeves to talk to us might not be so easy. Let me try something. Alright, Peeves, show yourself. Your old pal Victor wants to talk to you. What do you want? Don't you have a party to go to or something? Don't be like that, Peeves. We're still friends, aren't we? That's what I thought. But then you became a vampire, and now you have no time for silly old Peeves. And you, Casey, you were a lot more fun when you were a 5th year. Now look at you, grown up and boring like every older student gets eventually. Boring? I'm not boring. I can still make mischief when I need to. Oh, please don't. Ridiculous! You don't seem to remember the first thing about causing chaos. I wager you couldn't name one thing you've done lately that could possibly impress me. Faked, SARCOPHAGUS, stopped the laughing curse, snuck into the restricted section. SARCOPHAGUS! My friends and I delayed an entire Wizengamma trial by faking a case of SARCOPHAGUS. You disrupted the business of the Ministry of Magic? That is a grave offense, Casey. How brilliant! I wish I could have seen those stuffy officials fleeing the courtroom myself. Perhaps I misjudged you, Casey. You still have the gift of causing chaos after all. Peeves, Victor's coffin has gone missing. Do you know what happened to it? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Come off it, Peeves. We know you were poking around my coffin. You come off it. It was just a little joke. So you do know what happened to my coffin. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. No games, Peeves. We need to find that coffin. Try to question me all you like. I have all the time in the world. Great. Well, at least it's on an 8-hour quest. Now that you are Mr. Popular Vampire, we never spend time together anymore. I'm sorry, Peeves. I never meant to make you feel neglected. I just thought if we brought your coffin into my room, we could have a sleepover just like the old days. You should have just talked to me, Peeves. We can still have some fun together no matter how popular I am now. Wait, did you say we earlier? Who helped you move Victor's coffin? Fred and George Weasley, of course. Who else? If anyone has a gift for mischief, it's those two. They agreed to help me nick your coffin and bring it here, but they never showed up. Fred and George, I should have known. We'll need to track them down next and ask where they hid the coffin. We should split up. You pay a visit to Fred, I'll look for George. It will be a knock against my popularity to be seen speaking with a 2nd year, but it should be worth it. Thank you for making such a great sacrifice. Oh man. Alright, let's track them down. What the? Well, he certainly has a crowd. They're laughing. And Victor still doesn't know where his coffin is. Hello there, Fred. I've come to talk to you about a coffin. Ooh, someone's in trouble. No one's in trouble. I just need to work with Fred. Peeves told me that you and George helped steal Victor's coffin. Oh, come on, Casey. It was just a bit of fun. Victor's gotten a big head since becoming a vampire. He needed to be taken down a peg with a good prank, don't you agree? Absolutely not. Maybe a little. You're completely right. Come on. What are these options? Absolutely not. I absolutely do not agree. No matter how popular somebody becomes, that's no call to steal their belongings. Victor needs that coffin to sleep. How would you like it if someone stole your bed when you weren't looking? I'd probably find it hilarious, but I take your point. Look, I can't explain the details, but it's very important that we find that coffin.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Casey. Victor will get his coffin back, just as soon as the prank is complete. Oh no. What are you gonna do? Fill it with something? So you see, giving the coffin back to Victor is all part of the prank. I would tell you what happens when Victor opens his coffin, but that would spoil the surprise. I don't suppose there's any way I could talk you out of this ridiculous prank? Afraid not, Casey. George and I are especially proud of this one.
Yeah.
But you could help speed things up by leading Victor to where we've hidden the coffin. You want me to help you with the prank? Think about it as expediting the process, Casey. You'll be helping end the prank as quickly as possible. I can't believe I'm taking orders from a second here.
Yeah.
You'll be greatly appreciated, Casey. Just lure Victor down to the kitchens when you see him next. So that's where you hid the coffin. The kitchens. Isn't this ingenious? Victor never goes into the kitchens. Just make sure he gets there. George and I will do the rest. But what if it fills like water or something and damages it, or worse? Let's see if we can find that scroll, or let's hope the scroll is there and in good shape. You know, if it's like frogs or something, so be it. Well, let's hope the scroll's there, and let's hope it's not like, you know, split in two or something, and we have to find the other half of it or something. It would not surprise me. There's the coffin. KC, you were right. My coffin is down here. Are you alright, my precious one? Have they tampered with you? It looks relatively intact. I need to find out whether all my belongings are safe, including that dark mysterious scroll or whatever it was you said to put in there. I'll just do a quick check to make sure everything is in place before we move my coffin back to where it belongs. Don't open it. Sure, go ahead. I better warn them. And also, George and Fred now probably know about the scroll because he just blabbed about it and they're like right there. Wait, Victor, don't open the coffin. It's all a prank. I appreciate your concern, Casey, but I'm not worried about him saying anything like that. Yes, but... Please, I'm a vampire, remember? Vampires aren't afraid of pranks. Have it your way. I'll just stand over here while you check your coffin if you don't mind. Oh no! Victor! Glitter? Are you serious? Glitter! I tried to warn you. You just walked right into a glitter bomb. Glitter? I'm sparkling. I'm not meant to sparkle. Although perhaps it's not so bad. It really draws the eye. Oh, don't you dare start with this game. And now you have your coffin back. Yes, let's check the contents to make sure everything is in order. I can't believe they pulled the old Twilight on us. What the fresh hell is that thing? Please tell me it's not real. There's a scroll! Gimme! I missed it again. Thank goodness, everything is still inside, including the scroll you mentioned. This looks old. Is this the dark scroll you mentioned? I'll take that. I just need to make sure that it's really worth your time. Suit yourself, Casey. I'm just glad I have my coffin back. Thank you so much for helping me. But I have to ask, did you know about Fred and George's prank? Yes, I'm sorry. I had no choice. Who? Me? Yeah, I knew. Yeah, Fred told me about it when he let me know where your coffin was. I never thought it was a good idea, but Fred insisted. I couldn't convince him to call it off. Oh, I see. I tried to warn you at least. Sorry, Victor. I didn't think it was a good idea for Fred and George to steal your coffin. No, it wasn't. I know that I have changed since becoming a vampire, and I know that I'm more popular now if you haven't noticed. I did notice that. But I shouldn't have lost sight of the person I was before. Even Pete felt like he didn't know me anymore. I can't promise not to be beautiful and popular, but I'll try not to forget that it wasn't always his way. Of Courtney will help you return your coffin to its proper place. I appreciate that. I wonder if Beatrice will still think my sparkles are cool. We got the dark scroll back. Now, we just need to determine a new hiding place for it. Let's set up a meeting place with Jacob so we can discuss the possibilities. It's a good idea. Although this is a really big, side thing now, because now we just have to find a new place for the scroll, and it's not really accomplishing anything, to be perfectly honest. This is a place where I've summoned Jacob in the past. It's just like the Conebush and Persimmon's book. Who am I kidding, Casey? I don't even deserve to be here. Thanks to me, we almost lost the Dark Scroll. Don't be so down on yourself, Corey. There's no way you could have known that someone would steal Victor's coffin. I thought it was being so clever that no one would ever think to look there. I technically know what he did. And no one did, but there's no accounting for pranksters like Fred and George. That's why we need to discuss a new place to hide the scroll. Similar mishaps like this won't happen again. I have an idea. What is it? Vermilius! Hey there, Pip. I trust the Dark Scroll is safe and sound? Yep, safe and sound. But we've run into some complications. We need to determine a new place to hide it. I see. It won't be easy to think of a safer place than Hogwarts. We may need to think about this for a bit. Where would be a safe place for us to hide the Dark Scroll? The Ministry? Gringotts Bank? You take it, Jacob. That could be a good idea. Although, then we'd have to keep asking him for it. It might be a bit of a hassle. Maybe... I don't know. We'll go with the bank. What about Gringotts? They say it's the safest place in the world for keeping valuable items.
Yeah.
That's true. It's hard to think of anywhere more secure than Gringotts. Not a bad idea, but I could have spies anywhere, even among goblins at Gringotts. All it takes is one agent on the inside and all security is useless. Let's consider our options again. Alright. We'll go with Jacob. It's true. Every other place we could think of is being infiltrated by agents of R. Of course, that would make you a target. You'd be in danger. Maybe it's not a good idea after all. Don't worry about that, Pip. I can't remember not being a prime target of R. I'll take the scroll for now and keep it safe at the burrow. We can find a more permanent place for it later. The burrow is a good place, actually. But before I go, I think we should take this opportunity to get a closer look at it. It's true, despite the effort we put into hiding the scroll, we haven't had a chance to study it in detail. We know there's a recipe for a powerful mind-enhancing potion, but that's about it. There's no time like the present. Let's examine the Dark Scroll now and see what we can learn. Okay, so what do we know? According to the legend, Davy Starkey invented a mind-enhancing potion so powerful that it was outlawed. But before he could get arrested, he inscribed the potion ingredients on a special scroll. The Dark Scroll, half of which we now have in our possession, meaning this legend happened to be true. The scroll lists each ingredient in the form of a riddle, and we know one of the ingredients already. A dragon claw, specifically the claw of the Chinese fireball. R is after the Dark Scroll, so the goal must be to brew the mind-enhancing potion for themselves. They may even know some of the ingredients already and are looking for them as we speak. That's why we need to identify each ingredient of the Dark Scroll's potion for ourselves. It may be our only chance to prevent R from collecting them all. We certainly won't be able to stop them if we don't know what they're searching for. But to do that, we'll need to solve all of these riddles. It won't be easy. What's more, we can count on each ingredient being extremely rare and difficult to acquire. Only a witch or wizard of extraordinary character and skill will be able to find them all.
Yeah.
You know who has extraordinary skill and character? The three of us. The rest of the circle of Kana too. Well said, Corey. Let's just hope that Art isn't up to the challenge. As long as we keep the Dark Scroll safe and secret, Art shouldn't even know what ingredients to look for. Exactly, and... Hi. There you are, Casey. I'm looking all over for you.
Ah.
Mad-Eye wants us back at the Ministry of Magic. It's time for our school assignment. I forgot all about the assignments. So while the whole thing with Victor was a little bit, I don't know, kinda pointless, in a sense, it did kind of wake us all up. And now we actually get a chance to look at this thing, this Dark Scroll, and really kind of hammer home what's going on with this thing and the different ingredients and stuff, so it kind of helped us. In the end, and we'll find out how all this plays out, eventually, as well as my new school or assignment in the next chapter in Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye everybody!